It's time for some rootin' tootin' action here in the country music capital, Nashville, Tennessee, where we bring you this week's Week 16 action as we bring you another edition of Chao Racing 2016. This should be another exciting country holdout, so here is the man who will give us a real good holdout, the host of Chao Racing 2016, Mr. Brandon Shannons. Hello, Nashville, Tennessee, we're ready for a holdout. And welcome to Chao Racing 2016 for you fans at home. This week we got exciting tag team action, and of course we got our divas as well. So let's head straight over to our first race for the men's division, and Paul's going to tell us all about it. Alright, starting off this week's action for the men's division of the tag team portion. Boy, it's gonna be an exciting one. It's Rover and Aaron Miller are defending champions, taking on Steve McMahon and Randy Marchante of the Ugly Irish, the last year's runner-up. As always, these lists will be out on the Emma course, and then we're going to start things off with the Golden Child, so they're going to need the A game if they want to pass the test. Alright, good luck to these two teams on the quest for victory. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go with Week 16's action for the men's division of the tag team for Chao Racing 2016 here in the country capital, Nashville, Tennessee. So for the past two meetings, Walter Rodriguez and Aaron Miller dominate over the Lucky Irish. Will the Lucky Irish get revenge this month? We'll find out soon enough. Right now, Walter Rodriguez leads over Steve Wingman of the Ugly Irish, and he's followed by a couple of Golden Chow. And it looks like Steve Wingman decided to head for the water as the first superstar gets beat this week on Nashville, Tennessee is number 7. He doesn't need a rest. He's still going. And number 8 is going to rest, so he's going to be all alone in the last place behind the pack. And who's going to get speed burst number 2 in this race as the remaining Golden Child still battle for survival? It's going to be the Steel Curtain himself, Aaron Miller. He gets speed burst number 2 in this race. Now continuing on to his partner, Walter Rodriguez in 3rd place. Right now it is the Luck of the Irish, with Steve Wingman bowing in 1st, along with Randy Marchante in 2nd place. And who will get the next command of speed burst? It is going to be number 1 who gets it, who desperately needs to catching up every now and then. Now trying to hold on number 8 for dear life in the back. Numbers 1 and 8 are getting left behind in the competition. These two Chow are fighting desperately for dear life in the back, as number 2 gets a turn now, leaving the other Golden Chow in the dust. And right now, down goes Van Shorte. That's going to cause serious damage. Now continue. And down goes Walter Rodriguez. He's going to be a lot of payment in that. Will Walter Rodriguez and Aaron Miller ever make a comeback here? We'll find out soon enough. Back to number 2. He was going to rest for a while, but now he's back in the game. And right now, number 1 would be a miracle to get back in this one. But I don't think that's going to happen. Next belongs to Steve Wingman of the Luck of the Irish. Now catching up to his partner, Marchante, who is in the lead at the current moment. I think the Luck of the Irish will finally prevail over our defending champions, don't you think? Anyway, who will get the next command speed burst? It is going to be, as the Chow are flying on the wall, Walter Rodriguez who gets it. He gets the next command speed burst, but I think he's going to wind up in 4th place. Looks like the Luck of the Irish will finally defeat our defending champions once and for all. As Steve Wingman takes the next speed burst, the Luck of the Irish beats out our defending champions. Great effort by the Luck of the Irish to finally prevail over the defending champions. They lost the previous 2 meetings, but now the 3rd time was simply a charm. Now they're trying to get back in this one for the 2017 Tag Team title hunt. Will it make it happen? We'll find out soon enough. We'll be back in a bit. Do not go away. What a way to start off the action here in Nashville, Tennessee. Who do we have for race number 2, Paul? Race number 2 will feature Dallas the Master Gavano and Jeff Nevis taking on the computer wizard Peter Foles and his scientific partner Casey Bakersfield. The players are lined up and ready to go. And this one is on the way. So who's going to win this one? We'll find out soon enough. And it looks like number 8 is scored the rest, so he will be right behind in the crowd. As the Ford Chao approach the first obstacle of the palm trees, that's the palm trees, of course. Now they're going to bring down that coconut shaped food. Which team will have control? We'll find out in just a matter of moments. Right now it is Jeff Narrows who is leading over Casey Bakersfield and his partner Dallas Masterano. It looks like Jeff and Casey are heading for the water as number 2 wins the opening toss this time around, who is also heading for the water. And right now, guess who is way behind in the competition? It's number 7 as Speedbus number 2 will be made by number 8, who's trying to lead number 1 in dead mean here over the bridges. Right now, number 7 trying to gain some ground over the water. He's swimming like crazy. But I think he's going to be left behind in the competition. Next bus belongs to Dallas the Master Gamano. His team should have the lead over the current moment. Yep, Jeff Nellis is in the lead, so Dallas' team is in the lead right now. Meanwhile, Casey Bakersfield trying to beat out number 2 for second place. Of course, he still needs to get through Jeff Nellis if he wants to win. Anyway, number 7 will get a turn now as number 1 pauses for a moment. Now lead number 1 in dead meat here. Number 1 really needs to get a lot of speed buzz. And number 7 also really needs some more help. But I don't think either one will get that chance every now and then. We'll get the next command speed buzz. It is number 8 as he went down for the count. And he gets back up with a speed buzz. He's leaving numbers 4 and 1 and 7 in the dust. And back up in front, Jeff now is trying to defend some little room over Casey Bakersfield. I think his team should hold off Casey for the secret winning. Next was belongs to number 7, and down goes number 1. That means number 7 will be winning the battle for dear life. He's winning the battle for dear life over number 1. Poor number 1 is getting last place. I don't think we get any help every now and then. We'll get the next speed bus. It's back to Dallas and Masugurano. That's his second speed bus of the race. And it looks like Peter Foles is going to rest. And Jeff Norris should wrap up an easy tag team victory over the competition. As number 8 takes another speed bus, you can tally at 1 point for Jeff Norris and Dallas the Master Gamano. They beat out Peter Foles and Casey Bakersfield in a hurry. And number 1 is getting left behind on the competition, swimming for dear life over the competition. As he expected to close out the Speed West race, expected to lead number 7 in dead meat here. Alright, so Dallas the Master Gamano and Jeff Norris got the victory this time. That means they'll be above the 500 mark. And smiling today, and we are back with the rest of our tag team action after we hear about this. Alright, time for the next race, Paul. You said it, and it will feature the 2014 Rising Stars champion Steve Moore and his partner Raymond Hill against Michael Garcia and the 2016 Rookie Challenge winner Barry McKendas. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. And let's rock this place. Alright, here we go. Which team will come on top this round? We'll find out soon enough. Right now the 2 teams are pushing the limits across the outside. And it looks like number 8 pauses and number 1's going to rest. So these 2 Chao will be left behind in the competition. Right now on the 4 Chao in the front are going to eat the food. Which one of them are going to be battling for the lead? It looks like Steve Moore and Michael Garcia will be battling for the lead. As the first superstar against Beepus is Barry McKendas, who's currently since the 3rd place is back. And I now guess who's quarterback. It's Raymond Hill and number 7. Number 8 seems to be dancing to the beat. So that means these 3 Chao will have a lot of catching up to do. As number 8 takes Beavis number 2 of this race. As these 3 Chao are heading for the water, trying to gain some ground. Right now it is Michael Garcia, who had only 1 win so far in his 2016 season. As Steve Moore, the 2014 Rising Stars champion, will have the next command of Beavis. And he takes the lead from Michael Garcia. I think Steve Moore has a pretty good chance of winning this one. And it looks like number 2 taunts for Moore as he will get the next command speed bus, leaving poor number 8 in the dust. He now battles for number 7 for 6th place for the pack. Poor number 8 really needs some help as we pass the 1 minute mark, but I don't think that's going to happen every now and then. Next speed bus belongs to Raymond Hill. His team is in the lead right now, and he runs away from the force to a Chao at the current moment. Meanwhile, his partner, Steve Waymore, continues to gain some ground over Barry McKenna, who's safely in 2nd place right now, as the next speed bus we made by number 2, who leads poor number 7 and 8 in the dust. That's his 2nd speed bus of the race, and right now number 7 is getting left behind in the competition, and he pauses for one. I don't think he'll get any help from the fans every now and then. Who got the next speed bus? It is number 8. That's his 2nd speed bus of the race. And look at that. He passes both number 1 and number 2 for the lead over the 4th Silver Chao. Pretty good speed bus right there. And back up front, Steve Moore, the 2014 Rising Stars champion, should have this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. As Raymond Hill will have the next command speed bus, he should be happy with his result because Mike Garcia and Barry McKenna won't be able to catch up to Steve Moore in time. As number 7 squad West getting left behind, Steve Moore and Raymond Hill are your winners. So they had another win on the board. As number 7, who is way behind in the competition, expected to close out the speed bus race, and he's going to be left behind for sure. Anyway, Barry McKenna came in at a disappointing 2nd, and Mike Garcia will have to settle for 3rd. So Steve Moore and Raymond Hill are your winners for this race. That's right, congratulations to them. Let's hope the best of the season goes along well. Coming up, we got the Dynamite Destruction trying to get the first win of their tag team season, but first, feast your eyes on this. Alright, welcome back. This race should be an exciting one. Tell us why. That's right, race number 4 will feature the winless Dynamite Destruction, that is the male fusionist Chao Pickles and the Jersey Devil John Stevenson. They're trying to get the first win against the Young High Gangsters, Charles Watson and Joey Atkinson. Will it make it happen? We're about to find out right now. Please start the race. Alright, there goes Chao busting down the line. He's trying to get the Dynamite Destruction their first win after so many heartbreaking losses in their first 4 months of play. Now he's going to eat the food, and there he goes. The Metal Fusionist is gone, ladies and gentlemen. He is all alone in the lead. He also wants to get back in the hunt for the 2017 Individual World Championship. Can the Young Honey Gangsters somehow make a miracle comeback? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar against Beepus is Charles Watson of the Young Honey Gangsters, trying desperately to catch up in a hurry. And right now, Joey Atkinson is taking the water, and Chao Pickles is speeding down the track. He should have the lead over the 8 Chao right now, as speed bus number 2 will be made by the Jersey Devil himself, John Stevenson. Chris is in 3rd place behind Joey Atkinson of the Young Honey Gangsters. His team is in the lead right now. Guess who's way behind in the competition? It's Charles Watson, who really needs some help every now and then. We passed the 1 minute mark, guys. Number 2 will get a turn now. Now catching up with John Stevenson in the battle for 3rd place on the pack. Right now, number 8 leads the rest of the Silver Chao with 5th place. Numbers 7 and 1 are getting left behind. But Charles Watson is really left behind in the competition. Who will get the next speed bus? It's number 8. That means he'll lead numbers 1, 7, and Charles Watson is dead meat. Meanwhile, Chao Pickles continues to dominate over the 8 Chao right now, as Charles Watson finally gets a number 2. That's his 2nd speed bus for the race. Oh, and down goes the Jersey Devil John Stevenson. Number 1 is now in last place. He needs to get a lot of speed bus to get back in this one, but I think he's gonna hit the wall first. I don't think he'll get any speed bus every now and then. Next bus belongs to number 2, who's dominating over the 4 Silver Chao and Charles Watson. And Chao Pickles can say sign on to the competition, As the Jersey Devil John Stevenson takes the next speed bus, the Dynamites of Destruction finally get the first win after being the Young Hearted Gangsters. What a deal! They've done it at last. As the next speed bus win made by number 2, who dominates over second place for the rest of the pack. Instead of one in second place. Number 7 can just forget about this race. He's going home. And by the way, Chao Pickles now has 3 wins in a row. 3 consecutive wins for Chao Pickles. That's pretty amazing. We'll find out how the rest of the season will fare for him and his team, as we have just enough time for one more speed bus of this race, and it will be made by number 7, who makes the pass for number 1 for dear life. Alright, so after 5 months, the Dynamites of Destruction has finally got the first win of the season. Let's see what happens in the early one. We'll be right back with the Go-Getters, ready to rumble after this. Well, we've seen plenty of great action so far this week. So who do we have for race number 5? Well, I can tell you that race number 5 will be a rematch of the 2014 Tag Team Championship between the Go-Getters Antonio Bennett and Chris Schneider and the 2014 Tag Team Champions Jason Hill and Nick Gimmick. Let's see what happens here. Everyone's on the clock and please start the race. Alright, so these two teams meet again. It's been a while since they last met a couple years ago. Which one of them will prevail? We'll find out soon enough. The Go-Getters are 4-0 in the 2016 season so far. Will they beat them again? Or will Jason and Nick Gimmick finally prevail over the Go-Getters? We'll find out in just a moment. As number 2 wins the winning toss this time around. And number 7 is scored last, so he's going to be all alone in last place. Looks like he's better to take the water. As speed bus number 2 will be made by number 1, who's trying to defend Dear Life over number 8. And right now, guess who's taking a shortcut? It's the next generation superstar himself, Antonio Bennett. And he's smiling. As the next speed bus belongs to number 8, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. And right now, it is numbers 1 and 7 who are both getting left behind. They're going to be left behind, battling for 2-5. Back to number 8, and look at that. He passes number 2 for the best standing of the 4 Silver Chow. He leads over the 4 Silver Chow now, as Antonio Bennett, the next generation superstar, heads for the wall. I think the Go-Getters will improve to 5-0 in the 2016 season. Yep, Jason and Nick Gimmick had no chance at all. Who got the next speed bus? It is number 1 who got the next command speed bus, who's trying desperately to catch up in the pack. And it looks like Jason Hill scored last. Well, there's always the rest of the season. As number 7 gets a turn now. He was going to rest and he was dropped out in last place, but now he's still in the game. Now he leads over the 4 Silver Chow. And right now, numbers 1, 2, they all battling for dear life as they climb up the wall. I don't think any of them will get a speed bus every now and then. Next bus belongs to Jason Hill, who won back-to-back titles in 2014 and 2015. But he won't have enough distance to catch up with either Chris Schneider or the next generation superstar Antonio Bennett in time. As Nick Gimmick takes the next speed bus, the Go-Getters improve to 5-0 in the 2016 season. They come in first and second respectively, so they improve to 5-0. As number 8 relieves numbers 1 and 2 in the dust, spending to close out the speed bus for the race. Jason Hill will have to settle for 3rd, and Nick Gimmick will have to wind up in 4th. Alright, the Go-Getters prevail once again. They improved to 5-0 in the undefeated season so far. Let's see what happens in the rest of the month. We are back to wrap up the first half of the show after the break. We're almost halfway through week 16 of our tag team action, but first let's have race number 6. That's right, it will feature the Licenses of Destiny, the License of Drive Alvin Heenan Sr., and RJ Upton, or OG Upton for short. taking on Albert Heaton Jr., the son of Eliza Drive, and his partner Chris Panagos. This is a very interesting indeed. Good luck to these two teams, and let's have a Chao race. Alright. Both Albert Heatons, the senior of the Licenses of Destiny, and the junior with his partner Chris Panagos. Both of them are ready to rumble, along with the other two superstars of the teams. Which Albert Heaton will prevail? We'll find out soon. It looks like RJ Upton has the upper hand on the Ford Chao. And who's going to get the open cars over this race? It is Chris Panagos. That's who. And someone's going to rest. Chris Panagos should have some catching up to do. And number one is going to rest. So he's going to have a lot of catching up to do. As he takes the next speed bus, it looks like Albert Heaton has took a shortcut. As we can see, Albert Heaton has a huge lead thanks to that shortcut. Wow, didn't see that coming. I think the senior Albert Heaton should prevail over Albert Heaton Jr.'s team. The senior Albert Heaton should have an upper hand of the two Albert Heatons. As Chris Panagos gets another turn, that is his second speed bus of the race. He's going to need a miracle to catch up with the senior Albert Heaton. We'll find out soon enough. Right now, number 2 passes more, so he's going to join number 8 for dear life. As number 1 gets his second speed bus of the race, and he's leaning over the 4 Super Chao. He's leaving the yellow competitors in the dust over and back. Meanwhile, the senior Albert Heaton continues to dominate thanks to that shortcut. Albert Upton, or OJ Upton short, is safely in an easy second place. As the next speed bus we made by number 2, who went down, but he woke up with a speed bus. Now he is catching up to number 1 for the lead of the 4 Super Chao. 4 and number 7 are both getting left behind. Which one of them will get to the next speed bus? It is number 7. That will be number 8 in dead meat here. And now number 7 is catching up to numbers 1 and 2 for the right of the lead of the 4 Super Chao. And it looks like Albert J. Upton and Chris Panagos are going to rest, trying to get some attention here. We got the next speed bus. It is the junior Albert Heaton, Albert Heaton Jr. That's who. But it's going to be the senior Albert Heaton who wins this one. Albert Heaton Sr. is gone, ladies and gentlemen. The Licenses of Destiny are your winners. As number 8, well, the next speed bus, Albert Heaton Sr. prevailed over Albert Heaton Jr.'s team for the Licenses of Destiny. Great job on the combination of pride and skill. As number 1, who desperately needs some catching up every now and then, spending the close out the speed bus for the race. And that's gonna do it. That'll lead us to halftime with the Licenses of Destiny, the senior Albert Heaton and Albert J. Upton, OJ Upton for short. That leads us to halftime, right? That's right. We'll be right back with the second half of the tag team action, but first, feast your eyes on this sponsor. Okay, we're back with our halftime break, and it's time for some more country pride. As we present race number 7, featuring what, Paul? Race number 7 will feature the Coastal Guards, Amir Jackson and Thomas Linklater, against the Bobby Mater, Bobby K, and Christopher Walker. Everyone is on the clock. Good luck to the next 2 teams on the quest for victory, and let's rock this place! Alright, the second half of our Nashville, Tennessee action is on the way here. And this should be more amazing than the first half. We hope. Anyway, numbers 2 and 7 will go in rest. So these 2 Chao will be left behind in the crowd. Right now the Chao are fun. I'm going to eat the food. It looks like Christopher Walker and Amir Jackson will be fighting for the lead up in the front. And what will these 2 Chao be doing? It looks like they're both heading for the water. As the first starting speed bus is on the second half is Thomas Linklater, who is way behind in the competition. That was a good speed bus right there. And number 8 is Warren. So now he's better to drop down to last place on the pack. Now he's getting left behind in the competition. And who will get speed bus number 2 in this race? It is number 1, Natsu. Now catching up to number 2 for the best position of the 4 Super Chao in 4 points. Right now it is Amir Jackson trying to defend the lead over Christopher Walker for the Coastal Guards. As the next speed bus belongs to number 8, who desperately needs some catching up every now and then. he's still way behind in the competition. Amir Johnson better have had some company. Meanwhile, Bobby K seems like he's trying to get some own company on our own. As we head back into number 8. He's really going to need to get a lot of speed bus. He's going to need a lot more help than that, don't you think? Anyway, back with fun. Amir Jackson better watch out. Christopher Walker is catching up to him. As number 7 will get a turn now, trying to stay alive in the game. And right now, poor number 8 didn't get all of the speed bus on that one. He needs some more help from the crowd, but I don't think that's going to happen at all. He's going to be left behind for sure out of the pack. As the next speed bus we made by Christopher Walker, and he doesn't need to go to rest. He wakes up immediately, and he will have command of the lead. Can Amir Johnson get back the lead from Christopher Walker? We'll find out soon enough. First, let's head into Thomas Winglada. That's his second speed bus of the race. Cody Simpson third place of the pack, and Amir Johnson took the lead from Christopher Walker. Christopher had the lead for a while, but now Amir Johnson got it back. Now he's trying to defend the lead over Christopher Walker for the second time in this race. As number 2 will have the next command speed bus, I think Amir Johnson will be able to hold on Christopher Walker for the victory. The Coastal Guards win this one. That was a close one. Amir Johnson got back the lead from Christopher Walker, and he hold on. As number 7 will get a turn now. That will be enough to lean over the 4-0 Chao and Bobby K, the Bobby Mina. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus in this race, and it will be made by number 8, who is poor number 1 in the dust. Alright, so the Coastal Guards have done it. They were fighting for dear life, but they made it through. That's right. Congratulations to the Coastal Guards. And there's more assignment coming out, so don't go away. We'll be back with our country pride after we find out about this. Alright, Paul, tell us who we have next. Race number 8 will feature Stephen Robinson at last year's runner-up in the individual category, Gary Coles, as they take on the masters of the Gangnam Style and Harlem Shake, Garrett Dayton and Efron Kingsley. The players will line up and ready to go. So without further ado, please start the race. Alright, and there goes the Chao, busting down the line. Garrett Dayton seems to be leaning over the force to a Chao in a hurry. Right now they're approaching the palm trees. Which team will prevail after they eat the fruit? We'll find out in just a moment. Alright, here comes the Gangnam Style master, Garrett Dayton, busting down the line. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna take the bridges or the water? I think he's gonna take the water. I think he's taking a shortcut! That will increase his lead in a hurry. As the first superstar gets beat, this is number 8, who decided to take the bridges. Garrett Dayton has increased the lead thanks to his shortcut. Right now, numbers 1 and 7 are battling for dear life over land. As Gary Coles, last year's runner-up, will take speed bus number 2, goes to second place because the Gangnam Style master Garrett Dayton has took a shortcut. And boy, does he have a lot of room to spare over Gary Coles right now. We'll get the next command speed bus. It's going to be none other than number 2, who dominates over the force of a Chao, along with Stephen Robinson and Efron Kingsley. Right now, numbers 1 and 8 are battling for dear life in the back. I don't think I want to get a speed bus every now and then, but next bus belongs to Efron Kingsley, the Harlem Shake master. I think he's going to be happy with the result because Garrett Dayton has took a shortcut. Corn number 1 really needs a speed bus, and I mean now. But I don't think that's going to happen anymore. And number 1 taunts for more, and number 7 pauses for more, as number 8 takes another turn. That's the second speed bus of the race. Now battling with Efron Kingsley for 4 points in the pack. Gary Coles might not have enough help from the fans to get back in this one. He's going to be left behind for sure. And he's one of us. As number 1 takes a turn, trying desperately to catch up with the crowd. Looks like Garrett Dayton has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. The other team won't have enough distance to catch up with him in time. As number 8 will wind up in the next speed bus of this race, you can do the Gangnam Style because Gary Dayton and F1 Kingsley are your winners. Great job. And you get the next command viewers as the one's getting left behind the competition. It's F1 Kingsley. I know he has a smile on his face. His team is the winner. I'm pretty sure he'll do the Gangnam Style today. Number 1 can just forget about what he has done wrong. He's gonna be left behind in the competition for dear life. He's going home. As F1 Kingsley, who will walk away with a W on his column tonight, is better to close this one out with back-to-back speed bus. And that will do it for this race. Alright, so everyone can do the Gangnam Style. Garrett Dayton and F1 Kingsley are your winners of this race. Yeah, they're pretty excited indeed. Coming out, we got the Dallas Racers ready to rumble again. But first, let's have a look at this. Alright, welcome back, folks. We still need to get through a couple more races this week before we get to our main event. So, Paul, who do we have for race number 9? We have the Dazzling Aces for race number 9. John Miller and Fred Harrison taking on Frank Fernandao and Chris Nelson. Our country pride week continues in Nashville, Tennessee. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. Alright, the two teams are off and running. And it looks like Chris Nelson is going right, so he will be left behind in the crowd. Right now, the other 3 Chao are checking limits. And it looks like someone is going to rest. And it looks like Fred Harrison's going to rest. And there goes John Miller and Frank Fernandao. These two will be battling for the lead at the current moment. And Frank Fernandao is going to rest. That means John Miller will have full command on the lead heading for the water. As number 7 wins the winning toss this time around, he's also heading for the water along with Chris Nelson. And right now, take a look at the competition back. Fred Harrison and a couple of Silver Chao are battling for dear life over at the bridges right now. As number 7, who will now dominate over the 4 Silver Chao and Fred Harrison, wins back-to-back speed versus start of the race. Now battling with Frank Fernandao for second place with the pack. John Miller is safely in the lead. Number 8 is way behind in the competition. As the next speed race will be made by Fred Harrison, who's trying desperately to catch him in hurry. Trying to catch him number 1 for 5th place of the pack. Both number 2 and number 8 need some help. Which one of them will get the next command speed race? It is number 2. He leaves number 8 and dead mean here. Poor number 8. And down goes a couple of Chao. Number 7 and Chris Nelson are going down. Will Frank Fernandao make the miracle cast from John Miller back up into the front? We'll find out in just a matter of moments from now. Back to number 2. He continues to leave number 8 in the dust. And now he's battling with Fred Harrison for 6th place for the pack. Number 8 will be a miracle to get back in this one. He's going to need a lot of speed bus to get back in this one, and I mean now. This is the first of them. Will we get some more, or will we really be in dead meat? We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, Frank Fernandao seems like he's making a pass from John Miller. These two Chao are battering up in the front, as the next speed bus belongs to number 1. Who wakes up immediately out of his nap, and now he's catching up to Chris Nelson for 4th place of the pack. Right now, Frank Fernandao is leaving John Miller in the dust. He should have an easy victory over John Miller, as number 1 takes back-to-back speed bus. It looks like Frank Fernandao and Chris Nelson are going to celebrate the victory. Even with Fred Harrison's speed bus, he won't be able to catch up with his swimming ability. Frank Fernandao and Chris Nelson are our winners. Great job by those two. As number 8, who's going to barely pass number 2, better to close out the speed bus for the race, as Fred Harrison, a little disappointed, swims like crazy and finishes the race for this race. Alright, so the winners are Frank Fernandao and Chris Nelson. They've done a pretty good job. That's right, we'll be having a rematch of the 2015 Tag Team Championship in just a moment. But first, let's feast our eyes on this. Alright, now we have yet another Tag Team Championship rematch. You said it is a rematch of the 2015 Tag Team Championship between that year's champions, the Dave Brothers, Tommy and Kenny, against the runner-ups, the Mill Traders, Howard and Dave, and this will feature the Golden Chow. According to the current 2016 season count, the Mill Traders are 3-1, Dave Brothers 2-2. Let's see what happens here. Let's rock this place! Alright, and it looks like Howard Mills is going to rest, thus giving the Dave Brothers a 2-1 advantage. A win by the Mill Traders will improve to 4-1, while the Dave Brothers can still survive into the 2017 title hunt if they win tonight, in which Kenny Days is the best win, one of the best winners of the league. Anyway, there goes Dave Miller. He has command of the lead over the 4 Chow, as the first superstar against Divas is Kenny Days of the Dave Brothers. He is heading for the 1-0 along with Dave Miller and one of the Golden Chow. And it looks like Tommy Days is going to wrestle. He is going to be all alone in last place, but his team should have the lead in the current moment. He heads for the water as Howard Miller takes Divas number 2 of this race, trying desperately to catch up with the crowd. And it looks like Tommy Days is making the Dave Brothers race look nice and easy. He's taking a shortcut, but it looks like Dave Miller somehow is catching up to them. We'll find out if he can make it all the way as we head back into Howard Miller, the other half of the Miller Traders, and now he is in 5th place ahead of number 8. And it looks like number 7 is going to rest. That means number 1 will be passing him for dear life as the next Divas will be made by number 8, who's also going to rest, and now he leaves number 7 in dead meat here. Poor number 7 is getting left behind in the competition for dear life. Numbers 1 and 8 also really need some help, but I don't think that's going to happen. And who will get the next command Divas is back to Howard Miller as his first Divas on the base. Cody is in 5th place behind number 2. And back up in front, Tommy and Kenny take 1st and 2nd places respectively. They lead over Dave Miller, who winds up in 3rd place so far, as number 8 takes the number 2. That's his second Divas in the race, now leaving number 1 in the dust. And number 7 is still way behind in the competition. That's number 2, who dominates over the 4 Golden Chow, takes the next command Divas, and Kenny Days is going to rest, but I think his team should still have an easy victory. Tommy Days is gone. Looks like Dave Miller won't be able to catch up to him in time. And number 8 takes another turn. That's his first Divas in the race. Let's see him wind up. I think Kenny Days should be happy with his up. His team should win no matter what happens. As number 7 takes the next Divas, Tommy Days and Kenny Days. The Days Brothers win this one. Tommy takes 1st and Kenny Days holds up Dave Miller for 2nd place. So the Days Brothers wind up with a bit with Miller Traders. That means they are back in the hunt for the 2nd time in the last 3 years. They're back in the hunt for the 2017 title hunt. And we'll be right back with more exciting action, right, Brandon? Right, don't touch that down. There's more exciting for Nashville coming up. Coming up in the next segment, we have Eric Crosby and Al Holmes taking on Corey Sanchez and Adrian Jenner in a bid for their first straight tag team of honors. But first, we have this race to take care of, and Paul's going to tell us all about it. That's right, we have the scholarship buddies Larry Marlboro and Glenn Murray against Cody Gisborough and Zach Arnson. Alright, let's see what happens in this race. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. And please start the race. Here we go. Which team will come on top in this race? We'll find out soon enough. And it looks like number 6. And it looks like Cody Gisborough and Zach Arnson are pausing for one, which means the scholarship buddies will have the upper hand of the 2 teams right here. As the 2 Chow are going to eat the food. And there goes Larry Marlboro with Glenn Murray right on his tail in 2nd place. These 2 Chow have the upper hand. And it looks like they're both going to be heading for the water. As Cody Gisborough takes the next opening toss. Numbers 1 7 are getting left behind in the competition. And number 8 plus, so he's going to join them for dear life. And it looks like number 1 seems to be heading for the water. As BS number 2 will be made by number 7. He leaves number 8 in dead meat here. Right now it is the Scholarship Buddies. As we zoom in on the camera, the Scholarship Buddies. Learning my word first and Grandma in second. The Scholarship Buddies command of dominating leader with Cody gets more Zach Arson right now. As the next US belongs to number 1, and he's going to move up a couple of places, I think. So a couple of Chao and Gomez. Yep, Cody gets more Zach Arson on Gomez, and number 1 pauses for 1. Number 2 pauses for 1. By now, number 8 is going to need a couple of speedboats to get back in his one, and this is the first of them. But he's going to need a lot of help with that. Will we make it happen? We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, the Scholarship Buddies continue to dominate, with Larry Marlowe and Glenn Murray taking first and second places respectively. Now these two Chows are going to be heading for the wall, as the next speedbus will be made by number 7, as the second speedbus of the race, now trying to lead over the 4th with Chow. And poor number 8 is getting left behind in the competition. He needs some more speedbus, and I mean now. But the next speedbus will be made by number 1. That's his second speedbus in the race. And he leaves the other silver Chow in the dust. And back up in front, Larry Monroe and Glenn Murray of the Scholarship Buddies should have an easy victory over the other team, as Cody Gizmo takes his second speedbus in the race. But I think he's going to retain third place over the 8 Chow right now. Yep. Larry Monroe should keep first place. Glenn Murray will keep second. So the Scholarship Buddies should have an easy victory over Cody Gizmo and Zach Arson at this race. As number 1 takes another turn, still dominating with the 4th with Chow. The Scholarship Buddies, Larry Monroe and Glenn Murray, take home the victory. Larry came in first and Glenn Murray came in second. So they get a dominating performance for this race. And number 8 can just forget about getting left behind in the competition, or getting left in this race. As number 1 spent to close out the 1 out with back-to-back speedruns. That was pure domination over the 4th with Chow. Alright, Scholarship Buddies will lead us to the main event. That's right, we'll present our main event after we find out about this. Alright, it's time for Week 16's main event here in the men's division portion of the show. Tell us all about it. Right, it's our 2-time returning champions, Eric Crosby and Al Holmes, against Corey Sanchester and Adrian Lagetta. Take a look at the lineup one last time for the men's division portion of the show. It's best of luck to our 2 teams in this week's main event. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! And this week's main event is presented by Subway, home with Maggie Hoagies and Miners. Like many great celebrities starring in a very own Subway commercial, Subway always reminds you to eat fresh every day, every year, all in a lifetime. Right now, let us find out which team will prevail in this week's main event. It looks like Alan Holmes is dancing. And there goes the rest of the Chow, listing down the line. What would these Chief Chow be doing? It looks like they'll all be heading for the water as the first start against speedruns. Our Week 16's main event, presented by Subway Restaurants, is number 2, who's trying to dominate over the 4th Chow at current moment. And he's one of us. But I think he'll still have the lead over the 4th Chow. Number 8 is getting left behind in the competition here, folks. As speedbus number 2 will be made by number 7, who's trying to catch up with number 1. And there he goes, flying down the aisles. Now he's got jumping with number 2. Right now it is Al Holmes. I think he took a shortcut after he dancing. That will give his team a great advantage over the other team at the current moment. He's all around first place as we head back into number 7, who now leads over the 4th Chow. After we pass number 2 for the lead of 4th Chow. And right now number 8 is still way behind the competition, as number 1 will get a turn now. Now it's a good speedbus right now. Now trying to lead number 2 in the dust. Poor number 8 is getting left behind in the competition. He needs to get a couple of speedbus, and I mean now. Eric Crosby and Al Holmes back up in front are dominating, trying to get the third and final Super Tag Team and Muff Honors. Number 8 really needs a couple of speedbus, and this is the first of them. Will we get some more? We'll find out soon. Take a look at our home. He's smiling today. I think they're going to get the tag team of one more month. So that means we might have 2 new teams in next month's tag team action. As Eric Crosby, his partner, will have a turn now, trying to defend second place over Adrian and Jenna at the Kermode. And number 8 is getting left behind in the competition still, as number 7 takes another turn as his first US race, and now he dominates over the 4th Stuart Chao again. And number 8 is gonna, so he can forget about getting left behind. As Aaron Holmes and Eric Crosby wins Week 16's main event, presented by Subway. Number 8 will get another turn as his second US race. So for the third and final month, Eric Crosby and Aaron Holmes will be taking home the tag team month honors. That means they will have 2 new teams next month, as number 8 expected to close out Week 16's main event with back-to-back divas, who is way behind in the competition. Alright, that's it for the men's division. Right, coming up, we'll present the women's division portion of the show, but first let's have a look at this. Alright, so Eric Crosby and Aaron Holmes on the tag team of the month for the 3rd consecutive month, which means we will have 2 new teams in next month's tag team action. Congratulations on all the effort they have done. Let's bring out our Chao Racing Divas now! Yeah, we love having our Chao Racing Divas back to us on Chao Racing. And a very good one. Now this will be the individual basis for the women's division. So just to let you know, I now apologize what we have for our first race of the women's division portion of Week 16. Alright, boy, I love those divas. Anyway, starting off the women's division portion of Week 16 here in Nashville, Tennessee, we have Kelly Dawson, Sarah Glenberry, and Rona Hoffman. And this one's gonna feature the Golden Chao. So they need to bring their best skills to the test. Please start the race. Alright, here comes Kelly, Sarah, and Rona busting down the line. These 3 Chao are battling in the front. Which diva will prevail? We'll find out soon enough. All 8 Chao are now shaking the palm trees. They're gonna bring down that coconut fruit. And it looks like number 8 is gonna have command on the lead. Kelly Dawson decides to dance to the beat, so she'll be left behind in the competition. And who will get the first opening toss? It is number 1 who gets it, as he heads for the water, trying to gain some ground. And Kelly Dawson is also heading for the water. She's trying to gain some ground over the competition. As speed bus number 2, we made by number 6, who was scoring the best for a while, but she woke up. And now she is battling with Rona Hoffman for 6th place over the Bridges. Right now, number 2 is getting left behind in the competition over the pack. As the next viewers will be made by, in just a matter of moments from now, the next viewers will be made by Sarah Glenberry, who's catching up to our leader, Kelly Dawson, with 4th place. Right now, it is number 8 who has the lead, followed by number 7 in the 2nd place. Number 8 seems like he has command of a lead over the 8 Chao right now. As we head back into Sarah Glenberry, and look at that, she passes Kelly Dawson for the best position of the 3 divas right now. And down goes Rona Hoffman. That's what has serious damage. And it looks like Kelly Dawson is quarterback. So let's head back to Sarah Glenberry. She had the best position, and now she run away from the other divas. She has an easy command to lead, and Rona Hoffman's going to, so she's going to be left behind in the competition. She's going to need a couple of speedboats to get back in this one. This is the first of them. Will we get some more, or should we toast? We'll find out soon. Right now, number 8 trying to defend the lead over the best position, Sarah Glenberry, who's safely in 2nd place. Got the next speedbus, it's Kelly Dawson. These 2 Chao are battling for the lead over the back with best position up before. And it looks like Sarah Glenberry has won the battle for the best position over Kelly Dawson. So she is better to win this one. As number 2 will get the next command speedbus. Looks like number 7 is going to wind up 1st place. So this race will go to the second place superstar. With all the points in the horn, it's Sarah Glenberry who wins the opening race of the women's division. She gets the job done with second place, and we have just enough time for one more speed race on this race. It'll be made by Mona Harmon, who barely passes number 1 for DUI. Alright, with second place is Sarah Glenberry who wins the opening race on the women's division. That's right, but we're not done yet. We're just getting started. There's more something coming ahead, so stay tuned. We're just getting started with the women's division portion of the show. Tell us who we have next, Paul. Race number 2 will feature Tiffany Anderson, Olivia Fortin, and Christina Bennett. Alright, let's see what happens here. The divas are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. And let's have a Chao race! Alright, here comes the next group of divas busting down the line. And it looks like number 7's going to rest, so he will be left behind in the crowd. And right now, number 1 pauses for a moment. Right now, the 3 divas are shaking the palm trees, bringing down the coconut-shaped fruit. They're going to eat the fruit now, and it looks like Olivia Fortin is going to rest. Christina Bennett has command of the lead over the 3 divas, and he's going to rest. As the first superstar against divas is Tiffany Anderson, who decided to take the bridges, and that was a terrific speed bus right there. Right now, number 1 needs a lot of help from the crowd. He's going to take the water as speed bus number 2 of this race. We made by number 7, who's going to leave poor number 6 in the dust. Poor number 6 is way behind in the competition. I don't think she'll get any speed bus every now and then. She's going to be in dead meat here. Next speed bus belongs to Tiffany Anderson. That's her second speed bus of the race. And I think Tiffany Anderson wants to catch up to Olivia Fortin and Christina Bennett. It looks like we're going to have a three-way battle down to the wire. As number 7 gets the number 10, that's her second speed bus of the race. Right now battling with number 8 for 6th place of the pack. And poor number 6 is left behind in the competition still. She really needs some speed bus, and I mean now. But it's Tiffany Anderson who gets the next command speed bus. That was another terrific speed bus. That's her 3rd speed bus of the race. And right now, number 8 passes for one. Now again, number 6 I'm catching up to do. And down goes number 6. That's going to cause us serious damage. Well, anyway, it's getting close one as number 6 gets a turn now. Now leaving poor number 8 in the dust. And back in my front, looks like Tiffany Anderson has made the pass for Christina Bennett and Olivia Fortin for the lead. These 3 divas are closing in on each other. They're all approaching home stretch. Which one of them will get the next command speed bus? It is Olivia Fortin who gets it, not Sue. Here comes the 3 divas on the home stretch. I think it's going to be Olivia Fortin who will have command in the lead, followed by Tiffany Anderson in second place. Olivia Fortin trying to hold off Tiffany Anderson and Christina Bennett for the victory. Yep, she's going to do it as number 6 takes another turn. You can tell me 1 point for Olivia Fortin. Olivia Fortin gets the victory. Wow, that was an exciting close race. Olivia Fortin made the impossible. That was a great race indeed. Coming up, we got more 70 Diva Frenzies, but first let's feast our eyes on this sponsor. Okay, who do we have next, Paul? Race number 3 will feature Sandy McDonald, Corey Hoffman, and Eric Svorvitson. Let's see what happens this go around. The players will line up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. And please start the race. Here we go. And Eric Svorvitson is going to rest. That'll give Sandy McDonald and Corey Hoffman the opening edge. Which one of them will really gain the upper hand here? We'll find out soon enough. Right now, Sandy and Corey are approaching the first obstacle of the inward course, and that's the palm trees. And it looks like number 1 was going west, and it looks like Sandy McDonald's dancing, and there goes Corey Hoffman. She has the upper hand on the 3 divas right now. And who will get the opening toss of this race? It's going to be none other than number 7 who gets it. That will move up a couple of places that time. By now, number 6 and Eric Felixson are both getting left behind. And it looks like number 7 is going to rest as he opens this one up with back-to-back speed bursts. His strategy worked, and now he's back in this one. Meanwhile, it is Eric Felixson who is way behind in the competition. She really needs some help from the crowd, but who really got the next command on the speed burst? It's going to be Carly Hoffman, Natsu. Now catching up to numbers 1 and 2 in the freeway battle for third place of the pack. Right now it is Sandy McDonald. I think she took a shortcut. Yeah, Sandy McDonald has took a shortcut. And number 8 also took a shortcut as number 7 gets another turn. That's her first speed burst of the race. Now trying to hold on number 2 for 6th place of the pack. And guess who's way behind in the competition? It's Eric Felixson, Natsu, as number 6 plus 1. She gets the next command speed burst. So Eric Felixson is back in the hunt. And it looks like Carly Hartman is going to rest in the back. And back in front, Sandy McDonald is going to rest, which means number 8 will have command of the lead as the next speed burst will be made by Carly Hartman. She gets another turn. That's it. That's her second speed burst of the race. By now, take a look at the competition between numbers 5, number 6, 7, and Eric Felixson. They're all battling for dear life. Sandy McDonald trying to make pass from number 8 to win this one. I think she is going to win this one easily. And this time, Carly Hartman goes for consecutive. She dominates over third place with the rest of the competition. But it looks like Sandy McDonald is gone. She made a pass from number 8, and this time she's going to hold on for the victory. Yep. She's going to do it. As number 2 takes the next speed burst, Sandy McDonald made this race look nice and easy. She wins by a landslide over the other 2 divas. And number 7 is going to rest. So she's going to be all alone in last place over the pack. As Eric Felixson is better to close out the speed burst for the race. I think that's going to do it. Yep. Numbers 1, 6, and 7 are all getting left behind in the competition. With number 7 in dead media. Alright, so Sandy McDonald gets the victory this time around. Good job by Sandy McDonald. And we are back with the race number 4 featuring the mastermind Erica Fells. That will happen right after we see this. Okay, who do we have next, Paul? Race number 4 will feature Erica Fells, Pauline Carter, and Cynthia Jones. Take a look at the records from the first 2 races of the season. Pauline Carter is 2-0 in her season. Erica Fells 1-1, but Cynthia Jones 0-2. Let's take a look at the lineup. I do believe Pauline Carter is going to win again for week 16 here in Nashville, Tennessee. We'll find out soon enough. Please start the race. And there goes Pauline Carter, busting wild down the aisle. She is leaving Erica Fells and Cynthia Jones in the dust. Now she is going to eat the food, and there she goes, busting down the line. She has the best running stat of the 24 divas here on Chao Racing 2016. Right now she's quietly rushing through the bridges. She has a commanding lead over the competition right now. And it looks like someone is heading for the water. As the first star gets beat is number 1. And he's going to fly over the bridges. But don't worry, he's going to move up some places because someone else is going to rest. And number 2 is taking a shortcut after being left behind of the competition. He gains the ground over the competition thanks to that shortcut. As number 6 takes speed burst number 2 of this race, trying to leave the other silver child in the dust. Number 2 is in the lead with that shortcut, so this race might go to the next backsteading. And Pauline Carter better watch out. Erica Fellows is right on her tail. Will she survive this bout? We'll find out soon enough. We passed the 1 minute mark, as Cynthia Jones will get a turn now, trying desperately to catch up to the other 2 divas in a hurry. Right now, number 6 leads to the rest of the silver child. Number 7 is getting left behind in the competition as the next speed burst will be made by number 6. That's the second speed burst of the race. and he easily leaves the yellow competitors in the dust. Meanwhile, number 2, trying to defend the lead over Pauline Carter, who has the best position so far with 2nd place. Erica Fellows is right on her tail in 3rd place, as number 8 will get the next command because that will lead numbers 1 and 7 in the dust, and down goes number 6. That's going to cause some serious damage. Anyway, core number 7 really wants to get to speed bus, but the next speed bus we may buy, Erica Fellows. He wants to make a last-minute effort to catch up to Pauline Carter. Will it make it happen, or do you think Pauline Carter will hold on? We'll find out in just a moment. And right now, Cynthia Jones and a couple of silver Chao are aboard rest, as the next speed bus we may buy, Cynthia Jones. That's her 2nd speed bus of the race, trying desperately to make a pass on the other silver Chao. And number 1 is aboard rest. And now number 7 is going to join her for dear life. And yes, indeed, Pauline Carter has indeed won the race. She beats out number 2 and Erica Fellows, as number 1 will get another turn. That's her 2nd speed bus of the race. And number 7 is getting only last place, as number 1 spending to close this one out with back-to-back speed bus, and he will leave number 6 and 8 in the dust. Alright, so Pauline Carter with another huge victory over Erica Fellows. That makes her 3-0 in her win-loss record so far. She's doing a pretty good job. That's right, and we'll be right back with the second half of the women's division after this. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Okay, we're into the second half of the women's division races now. Tell us who we have for race number 5. Alright, I will. And race number 5 will feature Diane Chimacha, Lisa Marigold, and Molly Brown. Let's find out who will prevail this time around. Good luck to these 3 divas, and let's have a Chao race! And off and running. So which diva will prevail this time around? We'll find out soon enough. Look at the competition. It's closing in on each other on the main part of the start of the race. Looks like number 1 and 7 are going to rest. So these 2 Chao will be left behind in the crowd. And it looks like number 8 taunts for a moment. Right now, the 3 divas are going to eat the food. It looks like Diane Chimacha is empty. There goes number 6. He has command of the lead. Molly Brown and Lisa Melba are right on his tail, as Diane Chimacha takes the opening toss. You should know she was originally Diane Chaknia before she was married to Andrew Chimacha. That's what makes it interesting. Anyway, number 8 is heading for the water as he takes speed bus number 2 of this race. Now got Chao with a couple of others still with Chao in the water. And right now it is Lisa Marigold who has command of the lead, as Diane Chimacha, formerly known as Diane Chaknia, takes number 10. And she made a time in her speed bus perfectly. Lisa Marigold trip, and Chelsea, so that was a great advantage right there. And number 1 more, as number 8 will take the next command speed bus, trying to leave the yellow silver Chao in the dust. And right now, numbers 1 and 7 are getting left behind in the competition. These 2 Chao are getting left behind, and it looks like number 2 more, so he's expected to drop down to last place. As we head back into number 8, who now leads over the 5 silver Chao at the current moment, and she's leaving the other silver Chao in the dust. Meanwhile, Diane Chimacha trying to hold off Lisa Marigold for a close victory, as Lisa Marigold gets the next command of speed bus. But I think Diane Chimacha is the better climber of the 2. Yep. Numbers 2 and 7 are both getting left behind in the competition. Which one of them will get the next command speed bus? It is number 2, and he moves up a couple of places as he leaves number 7 in dead meat. Right now, it is Diane Chimacha who's leading heading into the home stretch. Molly Brown is right on her tail. Which diva will prevail at the end? We'll find out soon enough. Next speed bus belongs to number 1. That's his 2nd speed bus of the race. Now battling with number 6 for Tila. And number 7 has no hope for surviving whatsoever. He's getting left behind of the competition at the current. Yep, he's done. Yep. And Molly Brown making one last effort to stay alive. But Diane Chimacha wins it! She holds on Molly Brown from that terrible speedboat that would have gave her the miracle win. Boy, Diane Camacho held on to the victory. That was another exciting close race. Diane Camacho held on in the last minute. Wow, that was a great one. We'll be right back with more. Alright folks, we have 3 more races left in the women's division race. Who do we have next, Paul? Race number 6 will feature Maria Schneider, Jessica Claymore, and Helen Benjamin. Alright, let's see what happens this time around. The players are lined up and ready to go. So, without further ado, let's rock this place! Alright, here they come! Bursting down the line, and the fans are cheering like crazy. And it looks like number 8 is going to rest, so he will be left behind the crowd. And number 7, Torrance for one. And it looks like a couple of Chao are going to rest. And right now, who's going to have command of the lead? It is Helen Benjamin. That's who. As the first superstar gets beat, this is number 7, who leaves the other competitors in the dust. Looks like number 7 is going to be heading for the water as Helen Benjamin, our leader, increases her big lead with a shortcut scheme. She always wanted to do a shortcut scheme. Now she did it. She's going to have a huge lead over the competition right now. As speed bus number 2 will be made by number 6. And he's going to pass number 7, who is going west for a while. I think someone else has took a shortcut. I think Maria Schneider has took a shortcut as well. We'll find out soon enough. As the next speed bus will be made by number 8, who's trying to leave Jessica Claymore and number 1 in dead meat here. Right now, guess who really is in dead meat here? It's number 2, that's who. He's going to need a couple of speedboats to get back in this one. And this is the rest of them. Oh, he almost ran out of course. Or else he would have started all over. Anyway, Maria Schneider has also took a shortcut. But Helen Benjamin seems like she's going to be the big winner of this race. As we head back into number 2, who desperately needed a lot of catching up from the crowd. Meanwhile, Jessica Claymore trying to defend numbers 1 and 8 for 5th place on the pack. And there she goes. She's climbing like crazy. But I don't think she'll make it all the way to a formidable comeback. Back to number 2, and he didn't get a lot of it. He's going to be left behind on the competition for sure. And it looks like Helen Benjamin has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. As Jessica Claymore takes the next speed bus, you can tell we have 1 point for Helen Benjamin. Easy win with a lot of room ahead of Maria Schneider, who's going to wind up in 2nd place. And we have just enough time for 1 more speed bus on this race, and it will be made by number 2. Thus bringing a total of 4 speed bus for this race for number 2. And number 8 is getting left behind the competition. So, Helen Benjamin gets the win this time. That's right. That was a dominating performance by Helen Benjamin. Congratulations to her. And there's more stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Now, just 2 more races left. That's right, the first of our remaining races left on our schedule this week will feature Debbie Jenkins, Jennifer Payton, and Tanya Greensboro. Alright, good luck to the next group of divas on the quest for victory. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Alright, we're off and running for race number 7. Of the women's division portion of the show, and these 3 divas are running wild down the aisles. Only one of them will prevail in the very end, and we'll find out which one will be looking up to get the win tonight in just a moment from now. Right now it looks like Tanya Greensboro has command of the lead, and it looks like Debbie Jenkins scored last night. So there's a couple of silver Chao. As number 6 wins the winning toss this time around, he's better to head for the water along with Jennifer Payton. And right now number 1 is getting left behind in the competition. And numbers 2 and 7 are going west, trying to get some attention here. As speed bus number 2 will be made by number 2, who desperately needs some catching up every now and then. He's trying to fight numbers 1 and 7 for dear life in the back. Right now it is Jennifer Payton, who's trying to defend a lead over Debbie Jenkins right now. As the next speedbus belongs to number 1, who is in last place in the competition for a while. Now he's trying to catch up in a hurry. Right now numbers 2 and 7 are battling for dear life in the back. They're inching in neck to neck along with number 1 and Tiny Greaseball. Which one of those 4 guys in the next speedbus? It is number 2. That's his second speedbus in the race. Now leaving the other Chao in the dust. And meanwhile it is Jennifer Payton, who passed Debbie Jenkins for the lead, as number 8, who dominates all the rest of the pack, takes the next command of the speedbus. And right now number 7 is getting all alone in last place behind the pack. I don't think we'll get any help from the fans every now and then. And it looks like number 1 pauses for a moment as he will get the next command speedbus. And down goes number 7. That's going to cause some serious damage. Anyway, back up in front, it's Jennifer Payton and Debbie Jenkins battling for the lead. And it is our leader, Jennifer Payton, who got the next command speedbus. She wants to put away the space behind Debbie Jenkins. Looks like she might be, because Debbie Jenkins scored a rest, and so is number 8. As the next speedbus we may buy, Tanya Greensboro. He's trying to catch up with Debbie Jenkins for second place on the pack. Let's see where she lands in the home stretch. Right now, number 1 is getting left behind in the competition. As number 6 takes the next speedbus, Jennifer Payton holds off the other divas for the victory. So she earns another victory on the board. Great job by Jennifer Payton. Debbie Jenkins will have to settle for second place, and number 8 comes in third place. Alright, Jennifer Payton won race number 7, which means we have only 1 more race to go left in our schedule. Right, and that will happen right after we hear a word from this sponsor. And now we have only 1 more race left in our schedule in our Country Pride show here in Nashville, Tennessee. That's right, the last remaining show, race number 8 for the women's division. Brianna Simon, Veronica Howard, and Allison Stewart. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. Alright, the final race of Week 16's action here on Chao Racing 2016 is underway. And it looks like number 1 is going to rest, so he will be left behind the crowd. And it looks like number 8 pauses for 1. Right now, the 3 divas are going to eat the fruit. It looks like Brianna Simon is dancing, and Allison Stewart is dancing. What would each child be doing? It looks like Brianna Simon has the best position so far, and she's going to have command of the lead. She's going to be heading for the water, as the first target speedbus is number 8, who went to sleep for a while, giving Brianna Simon command of the lead. Now she's trying to stay alive in the game. Right now, number 7 is getting left behind again. Poor number 7. Anyway, Veronica Howard with speedbus number 2, and she's flying down the aisles. Uh-oh. I think she's going to catch up to Brianna Simon and Allison Stewart. This could be a freeway battle for the ages. But we'll find out in just about moments right now. As the next speedbus we may buy, number 7, who is way behind in the competition right now. He needs some more help from the crowd. Right now, number 2 currently leads over the 5 Silver Chao with 4th place on the pack, trying to defend the yellow Silver Chao in a hurry. As number 7, who desperately needed help, gets back to back speedbus, and now he's trying to catch up to the yellow Silver Chao in a hurry. And down goes Veronica. Poor Veronica. Anyway, Brianna Simon trying to hold off Allison Stewart for the lead, as number 1 will get a turn now, leaving the yellow Silver Chao in the dust. Poor number 7 really didn't get enough help from her speedbus every now and then. She's going to be left behind in the competition. Next bus belongs to number 8. That's her second speedbus in the race. And back up in front, Brianna Simon and Allison Stewart are battling for the lead. Looks like Rihanna Simon has a little more rumor and analysis to it, as next divas will be made by Veronica Howard, making her second divas of the race. Let's see where she'll stand in the only one. All three divas are heading towards the home stretch, and number 6 Torres, which means she's going to be left behind in the competition. Yep, some Chao Racing. As number 6 takes the next divas, it's going to be down to the wire for these 3 divas. I believe Rihanna Simon's going to hold on for the victory. Yep, she's going to do it right over there. So Rihanna Simon is the last winner of Week 16 at Genuine Chao Racing 2016. And Rihanna Simon is smiling with a win. We'll be coming right back to wrap up the show up, but first let's have a word from this sponsor. Well, we're just about done here in Nashville, Tennessee for now. But before we go, we want to remind you about September's Tournament Champions qualifying countries. Those countries will consist of Ecuador, Israel, Maldives, and one of my personal favorites, the Philippines. So, the winners of each of those 4 countries for the month of September will go to Madrid, Spain for the 2016 Tournament Champions. We wish them best of luck in their World Championships this year. Alright, so with that happy point in mind, we're out of time here in Nashville, Tennessee for Week 16's Action on Chao Racing 2016. We hope you had a great time saluting our country pride of the country pride, and we hope that many more great memories will exist in the near future. So until then, this is Brad Shine signing off. Keep on smiling and so long, everybody! This is Paul Sagamore signing off. Join us next month for the September tournament qualifying and more exciting action on Chao Racing 2016. See you then.